Welcome to Roof Sports. In this video, we're gonna go over how to hit topspin. We're gonna show you how to hit topspin on dinks. We're gonna show you how to hit topspin for thirds and ground strokes. The really cool thing about this shot is it's one of the most powerful shots out here. But hey, with great power comes great responsibility. It's also one of the most dangerous if we don't use it correctly. So watch our short video and we'll show you how to use it. So the very first one we're going to talk about is the topspin dink. So what is topspin? Topspin is when this ball is rotating away from you. So it wants to actually bring the ball down. So when this ball is spinning this way towards the opponent, it's going to allow us to hit the ball a little bit higher and then have the topspin allow the ball to get brought down, hopefully towards our opponent's feet. So the first thing we get to do is we get to aim a little bit higher now. So we need to adjust our trajectory up a little bit, higher than we would if we were hitting a slice. And a link here for the slice video that we've shown as well. But the top spin is going to be from low to high, and then we're going to adjust our aim a little bit higher. So the thing that's tough about it is we want to make sure that we just brush the back of the ball ever so slightly. So we're holding this as a continental grip, so just like a hammer. And we're getting behind the ball, and we're just trying to brush the back of it. So almost getting a little bit of the bottom, and then rolling up at the front as well. So whether our wrist is going to be sideways or tipped down is going to largely depend on where the ball is. But for this, we're going to think about a ball that's maybe about knee to thigh height. So from here, we're going to roll the back of the ball using the nice carbon fiber face that we have here. It's gritty, it's texturized. We can have the greatest paddle in the world, but if we are not using the correct technique, we're not going to get the result that we want. This thing can be trying as much as it can, but we need to make sure we have the good technique too. So brushing the back of the ball just over the net, right to the feet of our opponent. So that ball came very convincingly right through here, through our opponent. So they had to make the decision, do I take this out of the air or do I let it bounce? But because it has topspin, when it bounces, it's gonna wanna stay low and it's gonna wanna get behind you and hurry. It almost seems to speed up when it hits the ground. So we're just very lightly brushing the back of the ball into the top of the net again. So we're just very lightly brushing the back of the ball up and over the net. But again, great power, great responsibility. It's easy to miss these. It's very easy to leave these high as well. So just because you've learned a topspin dink now, don't use it every single time. Specifically when people are getting kind of the best of you while dinking. If they're on the tops of your feet and you're getting pushed back like this, it's not a time to get wristy and try to do this. So make sure that just because we're doing topspin doesn't mean we're getting wristy. It doesn't mean we're slapping at the ball. We just need to make sure that we're brushing the back of it. If the ball is a little bit lower, we want natural topspin from this side of the paddle. We can still roll the ball up and over. Again, that ball landing right about here, getting up on our opponent, hopefully just trying to get that pop up. So if we're back a little bit further and we need to hit a third shot, this is my favorite place to use this because this ball, again, allows us to get the ball higher over the net. So it is lowering our risk of flirting with the top of the net. And again, speaking of risk, give my office a call if you have any questions about the market. I'm a full-time financial advisor with Edward Jones. There's absolutely no reason to be going through this market volatility without being able to get any and all of your questions answered by someone you know you can understand. So from here, we're hitting third shots. So again, we have two choices. We can try to rip a drive, or we can try to roll this ball over the net to our opponent's feet. Depending on your opponent, number two can be a lot more rewarding and a lot more effective. So just like we did when we were dinking, likely our paddle is tipped down this time because instead of the ball being right about here, it's probably going to be in front of us. We probably got something right about here. We're going to use our legs and roll this ball up and over. So we want to roll it up over the net where it lands just inside the kitchen. Hopefully, again, at that area that makes our opponent decide in the air or let it bounce. Oh gosh, I chose wrong. Balls that pop up and we get to put it away. So notice how much this looked like our dink. We're here, we're just rolling up. We can do it cross court, we can do it in the middle. Again, I'm just doing the low to high, just with the tip down this time. Tip down, low to high. If we're a little bit further back, if we got pushed back over here, what do? We do the exact same thing, just with a little bit more gusto, a little bit more legs. Up and over, up and over. Using a little bit more legs this time. If we need to get our legs any stronger, our Pickleball fitness program will help you do that. That would feel comfortable. When we hit a serve, when we get down into our lunge, and we lunge up, it's not gonna feel strange. We're gonna feel good, we're gonna feel confident in controlling our body. Check our Pickleball fitness program out below, links down below. So, we've done a dink. We've done a dink with a topspin. We can do it down the line, low to high. Nice compact stroke, good follow through. We've done it from the third shot, dipping the ball, using the topspin to get a little bit more height, but then still getting the ball down to their feet. We've done it from the baseline as well too. And we can do it as a full ground stroke. And so the ground stroke being the same form here, just with a little bit more emphasis on going through the ball. So here, topspin, low to high, but we're following through a little bit more. So less of a toss and just more of a complete through. Same thing, low to high. Let the wrist release. Watch our video here for how to get more power to get that natural wrist release. That was the key to having that be deep. That was the key to the topspin on the ground stroke, is having a compact backswing and then letting the wrist go at the end for that natural power. If we try to do this the whole time, we're likely to miss it. We're likely to get too wristy. Again, increasing our risk, and we gotta be consistent in this game. So thanks again for tuning in to Rue Sports and hopping on in with us. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Again, links to the next videos down below if you're on fire and want to keep learning. Check out our Rue Sports website down below as well for any of these paddles. They made with the carbon fiber face, 10.5mm core to be lightweight, yet have all the gritty texture to get that topspin and or slice at the same time as well. So thanks again for tuning in, and next time you see us around, hop on it.